wild berry picking and seasonal work in Finland. This video is for you if you are considering coming to Finland to pick wild berries or do other seasonal work. This video explains you the permit process, the importance of the work contract and working conditions. If you are coming to Finland to pick wild berries, you must have an employment relationship with a Finnish company and apply for a seasonal work permit. An employment relationship means that you have an employer with whom you have signed a contract for work and salary. In addition to wild berry picking, seasonal work refers to work in agriculture, forestry, and tourism that is tied to a certain time of the year. Applying for a seasonal work permit. The appropriate seasonal work permit depends on the duration of your employment. Seasonal work permits include a seasonal work visa, a seasonal work certificate, and a residence permit for seasonal work. Most seasonal work in Finland lasts less than 3 months, such as picking wild berries. In this case, the appropriate permit type is a seasonal work visa or a seasonal work certificate. You can apply for a seasonal work visa at a Finnish mission, embassy or consulate. You can fill in the visa application in advance at finlandvisa.fi, but you must always visit the mission to submit the application in person. A fee is charged for processing the visa application. The processing time is approximately 15 days. However, the processing time may be extended if additional information is needed for the application. If you are a citizen of a visa-free country and you arrive in Finland for seasonal work for a maximum of 3 months, apply for a seasonal work certificate. You can apply for a seasonal work certificate from the Finnish Immigration Service. Fill in the electronic application on the Finnish Immigration Service's website, or fill in the paper application form and send it according to the instructions on the form. A residence permit for seasonal work is required for employment relationships lasting more than 3 months. You can get a seasonal work permit for up to 9 months in 12 months. You can apply through the Enter Finland online service or using a paper application. You can pay the application fee at Enter Finland or a Finnish mission. You must book an appointment at the Finnish mission and go there to prove your identity. All seasonal work permits are always bound to one or more designated employers. You cannot work for an employer whose name is not marked on the seasonal work permit. If your employer changes during the seasonal work permit, you must apply for the addition of a new employer. Please note that you cannot start seasonal work until you have been informed that the permit has been granted. Wait for the decision before travelling to Finland for seasonal work. Employment contract and working conditions in Finland. In Finland, an employment contract and working conditions are important. They determine how work and employment are arranged and apply equally to Finnish and foreign workers. An employment contract is a formal agreement between an employer and an employee. 2 identical copies of the employment contract must be made, one for you and one for the employer. The contract must be written in a language you understand. The employment contract is signed by both the employer and the employee. The employment contract must specify at least place of work and work duties, duration of the employment and the start date, salary, working hours per week or month. Every month, you are entitled to the salary specified in your contract. Your salary depends on the type of work you do. The hourly wage can vary between 9 and 11 euros, or it can be more than 11 euros. Your employer can only deduct an income tax and other statutory payments, such as pension insurance, directly from your salary. A typical full-time working week in Finland is approximately 40 hours. You are entitled to days off every week. If you have fewer days off in a week, you must get more days off later or more pay. Keep track of your working hours and check that your employer has paid you for all the hours you have worked. Help in case of problems. As a foreigner, you have the same rights at work as a Finnish citizen. Your employer must not treat you inappropriately by threatening, pressuring, or intimidating you. Threats and violence of any kind in the workplace are criminal offences. If you work very long hours and do not receive your legal salary, it may also be a crime. Your employer is not allowed to charge you for giving you employment in Finland. You have the right to keep your passport and residence permit in your possession. If your employer arranges accommodation, it must be appropriate and affordable. You can contact the Occupational Safety and Health Authority or any other official authority. You can also ask the police for help. In Finland, the authorities are reliable and do not charge for help. You can also contact Victim Support Finland, an organisation that helps victims of crime.